Sometimes I'm just gonna have to fit you in my schedule as I go. And I'm sorry about that, but it's just going to have to be this way. So what's going on now is that I have to be out of the door in 2 hours, but I've got like 4 videos to film because I'm going to be in New York and house sitting almost all March. So it's today or never pretty much. And I'm going to the dentist. I have to leave the house at 11:30. It is 9:30, I believe. Exactly 9:30. And so I have 2 hours to do almost like 4 videos. So you guys still have your weekly video while I'll be house sitting next week. I will be in New York, and the reason why I'm not filming this afternoon is because the dentist is gonna put half of my mouth to sleep, and then I always feel kind of bleh after, so yeah. So this video today was inspired by my trip to the hair salon yesterday. Yesterday I went to the hair salon. Of course, I got my hair done. What's the point of going if you don't do that? Also, by the way, what I'm gonna do right now, because I have to fit you in my schedule, is do my eyebrows because they're absolutely crazy. And if you want to know what I'm using, what I'm doing, I have a tutorial that I've posted years ago. Nothing has changed at all. Not even the products or the method. I mean, kind of the method, but you're gonna see what I'm doing now. I'll post the link to that video like right underneath this video in the description box. It's gonna be the first thing you have to click on, so don't worry about that. If you have any questions, still ask them, but really everything should be in the other video. So let's get into this topic of conversation. And I have a little coffee to go with it. By this little story that happened to me yesterday, I was kind of hoping that I could start conversation with you, because I'm guessing it happens to you too. And for some reason yesterday I felt like I was in a place where I didn't really know how to react, even though it has happened to me before. But I think it's because I'm growing up now and I want to handle things differently. And Justin is also growing up, and you would probably expect us to handle things differently. What happened was I was on the chair, she was doing my hair, and there was a radio on. And it was a radio station that likes to talk a lot of crap in between songs. So what I hear is the guy saying, and what's funny too is that it was the NRJ radio station that kisses Justin's ass all the damn time. Every time he's in Paris, he has to stop by that radio station, and everybody there, when he's not at the radio station, talks shit about him. And then as soon as he walks in Paris, they're like, oh, come to see us, come to see us. I mean, I don't know if Justin knows that, and I hope that if he sees this video, if he remembers one thing, is to not go to that radio station whenever he's in Paris. Business or not, these people are shit. But anyway, so they say that there's a rumor, or allegedly, or whatever, that Justin and Selena are pregnant and expecting a baby. Obviously, you're not pregnant and expecting a pig, but yeah. So I kind of giggle at that because I find it's absolutely stupid. But in my mind, in my real mind, I'm like, if that ever happened, I don't think it would necessarily be a bad thing. I think out of believers will understand that, but if you're from another fan base or you just landed on this, well, I'm sorry for you. You can click out whenever you want. I don't think it would necessarily be a bad thing for Justin and Selena. I think out of everyone in the Hollywood world, Justin would be the one to be able to handle it. After all, his mom kind of had to be single and handle it, and she did a wonderful job, so I think Justin would be responsible enough, but that's another story. Anyway, so I kind of giggle about it, and the hairdresser says, poor kid. She's a nice lady. I like her. Like, the hairdresser, she's a nice lady. And I don't know why, but I kind of wanted to defend Justin. For me, like, I hate how he's being seen these days because, I mean, at least I think he's getting better at things. He's kind of like chilling, living his life, doing his own thing, and people still remember the crap he did. I always thought that the crap he did was done because of paparazzi. They always triggered that. And for the rest, the things he did behind closed doors, they were done behind closed doors. First of all, he was probably betrayed by people there by posting videos and whatnot. Every time he did something kind of fucked up, I actually, like, either I was like, he's a teenager, he's got a shitload of money, like, what else is he gonna do? Or I thought I would probably do the exact same thing in his position. So who am I to judge? And who is anyone to judge anyway? I'm sorry for the off lighting, but the sun is very bright outside, so I had to close the curtains, and my curtains are red, so This is why I'm looking like this. But anyway. I said to her that I believe that everything he did was always triggered by the paparazzis, and it was not fair to judge him on that because paparazzis, they can be really mean, like they can be very aggressive and put people's life at risk. I think she kind of understood where I was going with it, but she became really quiet, and I felt like, because at one point, like I wanted her to know that I wasn't talking just to talk, like I kind of knew my facts. And so I said that I knew what I was talking about. Like I didn't aggressively said I know what I'm talking about, like not, hey bitch, I'm a believer, I know what I'm talking about, but more like I know a few things about the subject. That's where I was going with it. I told her that given the circumstances, the fact that he was so young, I don't think that it really could have gone differently. I don't think that any healthy teenager is not going to have his rebellious days. And I kind of regret saying that I kind of knew what I was talking about, like that I knew a little more, because I felt like then it didn't make me relevant, you know? Because I'm a believer, so obviously I'm going to defend Justin. And I think if you're in a situation like this, you should not bring up the fact that you're a believer. And I'm not trying to say that you shouldn't be proud of what you are. I'm just saying if you want to defend Justin the best, you should probably go under a different angle of attack. That you should probably, it's like a strategy, you know? You should probably act as someone very neutral, because obviously we're always gonna, like, people don't know us, and they're always gonna think that we're biased because we like him, we fangirl over him, so we don't have an opinion, like all of our opinions are biased. And I don't think that's fair, because that's not my opinion on believers. I think if Justin fucks up, believers will be like, dude, you done messed up this time. You know what I'm saying? That's really where I wanted to go with this. I felt like it would be a great topic of conversation for us to have, because I'm sure that it must happen to a lot of you guys. We've encountered people in real life that will talk shit about Justin, and we know the truth in all of it. But I feel like as soon as we bring up that we're believers, then we lose all credibility, and that's not fair. I mean, people shouldn't treat us this way, but at the end of the day, they're gonna do whatever they're gonna want to do. And so the conversation didn't last forever, and I think she knew that I was just trying to make her understand. And I didn't want to make her understand. I just wanted to be like, come on, like, do you think you'd be any better if you were young with so much money, with all the celebrities and the spotlights on you? You think you'd be any better? You can't really tell that to people though, because that's considered as rude. But I really do think it's the truth. That's why I give a lot of passes to Justin, because I think I would not be any better. If you had given me all that money at his age, man, I don't even want to think about what I'd be doing now. Probably not my eyebrows, let me tell you. And I really don't think that them having a baby would be the worst things in the world. Man, I should really shower. And she did a good job on my hair at the end of the day. One thing I might want to add just before I finish this video is that everything that people will say about Justin, you have to take it with a grain of salt, because they don't know what you know. And they can always say that we don't know the whole story or whatever. But I just think it's not worth picking a fight with strangers or even family members for things that they just like to disagree on. Let's be real. They just want to disagree on that topic just because it's easy to.